this training for today. And I must say that Grace is an amazing, amazing person. The first time we met, in actual fact, was not at Ruby orientation, but it was in Abu Dhabi. And we had to have a panel there, and she did an amazing job on that panel. And I truly, from that day, I realized that this is a leader in the making, and she's going to be going places. She's going to be changing people's lives all over. And here she is today, building a huge business in East Africa, well, let me say it this way, around the world. So she's building a business around the world, but she's not doing it by herself, and it's not just for herself. She's helping many, many people, to achieve their dreams and their goals. And for those who are meeting me for the first time, my name is Brandon Masondo, and I'm the sales director for Neolife Southern Africa. I've been with the company, when Paul started, I had already been with the company for 10 years. So now I'm going for 25 years. And saying that, I remember when I started working for the company, working in the warehouse, I used to be pack all the new kits for the people in Kenya. So Kenya wasn't open at that time. So I used to pack all the kits, and we used to ship all of these kits to Kenya. And I mean, it was like the first part of me connecting with Kenya. And since then, I have seen huge things happen in Kenya. People grow their business, people are achieving so much. And I'm sure that there's still some more to achieve, because there's a lot of people who don't really know who Neolife is and what Neolife is all about. And as I say that I've been with the company for 24 years and going for 25 years very soon, I'm honored to be part of this company, because this is a company that changes people's lives. It changed my life. It changed many people's lives around me. When I started, I had no clue, no idea who Neolife was and what this company was all about. All what I was interested in was just getting paid at the end of the month and, just having a job. But as I started working, I realized that people's lives got changed by this company. This is an extraordinary company. I always say that Neolife is a vehicle that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. And if you want to achieve success, not alone, with a lot of people around you, you are at the right place. And it's not about Grace today. It is about the team that is on this call today. And for those who are on the call for the first time, I want to assure you that you are at the right place. And I also want to assure you that this is a company that is going to be around for many years to come. And if you want security, if you are looking for retirement with dignity, and if you're looking for building relationships with many people around the world, not only in Africa, but around the world, this is a place to be. And if you want to have a huge, successful business that is infinite, this is a place to be. And today we're going to be talking about how you can build a big, solid business and have a solid structure that will help you for longevity. Now, why we're going to talk about structure? And I know some of you've heard this, structure. What is a structure? Show me your structure. The structure is very important in everything that we do. Even if you build a house, you need to have a structure. You need to have a structure for the roof. You need to have the foundation as you build. You need to have the drawings and everything as to how things are going to work and how things are going to fall in place. And when we talk about a structure, for you to become a 5-diamond director, you need to have a structure. You need to have legs. You need to have volume. I'm just going to share a screen here quickly with you that I just want to illustrate what I'm talking about here today. First of all, when we talk about a solid structure, we want to make sure that your business can be, be around for many years to come. Not only to be around for many years to come, but that you will always earn on your business, no matter what. So the power of building a solid structure It starts with a structure, with your legs. You need to know how many legs you need to have in your business. As a 5-diamond director, for example, if we look at Charlie Bolton, he has to have about 18 of these legs in his business. Can you see how many people are 18 people? This is a lot of people, but I can tell you that sometimes you can sponsor, you can have 18 people in your team, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they will become directors. Now, 18 directors in your business, Charlie doesn't only have 18 directors. He has, or Charlie and Alta, they have 18 directors with a surname. This could be president team members, which I'm going to talk about just now. It could be emerald directors, sapphire directors. But what I know for a fact is that there's a lot of them that are already president's team members, sapphire directors, ruby directors. And in this, for your team, Grace, I'm just going to show you something here when we talk about depth. Many years ago, Charlie started the business, and one of the people that he sponsored is Mike van Diervent. And Mike van Diervent started the business about, whoa, this is a long time ago. Let me put it this way, long time ago. In actual fact, it was 1983. And Mike is a 5 Ruby director. He's been a president's team member for a number of years. And he has been traveling East Africa, Southern Africa, I know, and he's in his 70s. He is still enjoying life because of this wonderful opportunity. And he met somebody who's a minister, a preacher by the name of Hansi Cronje. And when he met up with Hansi Cronje, he introduced Hansi to the business. Hansi is a president's team member himself, a 4 Ruby for that matter. And as Hansi started the business, he started building this business. And the business went on, and there was somebody by the name of Pascal Olu and Betty Olu who joined in, and they became part of the business. Pascal and Betty Olu, they're not president's team members yet, but they are on their way to becoming president's team members. And this was like obviously second level for Mike, but there's been a lot of people around Mike, around Hansi, around Pascal. And Pascal went on to build and a couple of other directors and world team members in between. And there's a president's team member by the name of Mr. and Mrs. Njelu. And they also went on and sponsored around another few people. And amongst them, there's another president's team member, Karaoke, Mr. and Mrs. Karaoke. And then you have Isaac, a world team member there, sponsoring them. And then you also have Grace, who's a 1 Ruby director. Now, this is depth. When we talk about depth, this is depth. If you think about it, if Mike had not started this business, maybe all of these people in this linkage wouldn't be there. Maybe you wouldn't be on this call, because the majority of the people on this call, they are part of Mike van Diervent's team. And it would also go to the way of Uganda. Uganda, we have president's team members also there. Now, if, for example, anything had to happen to Mike and his family was left, they will always earn money on this business. This is what we call residual income. Even if the other lines had to disappear and then this one line stayed behind, they will still be world team members and they will still earn a lot of money. Leadership development bonus from this. They will also earn sales volume bonus from this. They will also earn other bonuses on top. So when they started, they had no idea that this business will grow and go this far. But because they had a dream, they had a reason, they had a why, they started this business, they kept on going. And I want to tell you that in this business, if you want to build a solid business, you need to understand your why. What is it that you want to achieve? What is your purpose? What is your cause? What is the reason why you started this business? If you really understand that, it will be easy for you to build a solid business, because you need to do a couple of things in this business. And we always say the first thing that you do when you join the business, you need to do the 3 daily success habits. The 3 daily success habits is use the products, share the products, share the opportunity, personal development. Now, if you don't use the products, you can't build a business because you won't have customers. And if you only relying on yourself, not sponsoring anybody, the highest title or highest pin that you can get to is Emerald Director. Other than that, you cannot go beyond that. So it is important for you to understand that to build a huge business that will work when you are there and when you are also not there, you need to empower other people. You need to have a strong structure, because when you have a strong structure around you, you will have longevity, you will have security, and you will be in the process of empowering thousands and thousands of people in your team to achieve their dreams and their goals. As they achieve their dreams and their goals, you will also achieve your dreams and your goals. And I believe that everybody needs to understand that. Now, I spoke about width. Width is important because width gives you legs. You need to spread yourself. You can't just build on one leg. You need to spread yourself, have other legs, build other directors around you. But don't leave them as directors only. Help them to step up and become world team members, sapphires, rubies, president's team members, diamond directors. Because if you do that, that will open up other avenues of income. Depth. I'm going to give you an example of depth. We have a distributor that is personally sponsored by Charlie. She's a Sapphire director by title. And as a Sapphire director, she's been in the business for a long time. And in her business, she has a 4 Ruby director that goes all the way to Kenya, to Tanzania, and they've got some president's team members in their business. But what has happened is this: at her age, Yubri Kutsie, in her 90s, in a retirement village, living a life of a dream, not worried about a thing, she is still earning money from her business because she worked the business at an early age. And as she was building the business, you know what? She created relationships. She helped other people to achieve their dreams. Now, when she can't go out and travel the world, and she can live a comfortable life because of what? Of this opportunity. This is what we call residual income. When you have depth, you will always have something coming your way. And when we're talking about that, that means that even when she passes on, you know, if there's somebody that takes over the business, that business will be still generating an income. If you have a business, a supermarket or any type of business, you pass on and nobody takes over your business, you know, you have to hire people, and sometimes people will mess up your business. In this business, you get people to do the simplest thing to continue this business. Talk to people, love people, care for people. If you love and care people, you are in the right place. If you don't love people, if you don't have people skills, if you don't want to help people, you can't succeed in this business. We always say that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're there to support you, and you're there to support the other people around you. And if you want to see success, you need to help other people see success first. It's not about you when you're in this business. Yes, you join because you want to achieve your dream, but help other people in the process to achieve this. Now, when we're talking about the width and the depth, as I've mentioned or shared with you some of these examples, what we need to understand is this. It doesn't start, your business doesn't start at a director level. It starts at the bottom. And when it starts at the bottom, you need to be focused on your business. You need to sacrifice a whole lot of things. You need to change the way you do things and the way that you see the world. And you need to try and be around positive people. You need to be attracting people. You need to be making sure that you love and give people. So as you join the business, there are things that you need to do on a regular basis. And one of those things you need to learn. You need to empower yourself. You need to have the skills. You need to understand the plan. You need to understand the products. You need to know how to do presentations. You're going to start small. And when you learn these little skills, these little tricks of how the business works, guess what's going to happen? You're going to slowly start getting confidence, and you're going to start sharing your story, start sharing the business, sharing the products, and getting other people to join your business. When you have people in your business, you have responsibility to look after all of these people. And the first part, when you're in this business, you are part of a nursery, or you have a nursery. People who would be your distributors, your managers, your senior managers, and your qualified senior managers. I'm just going to draw here so that you can understand what I'm saying here. This is you, and you have like some distributors here, managers, senior managers, qualified senior managers, and you still have your customers. Remember, some of your customers, they will eventually become what? Your distributors. You need to look after this nursery on a regular basis. You need to have meetings, you need to have trainings, you need to be empowering all of these people, helping them to become better, helping them to take their next step. So you need to share the opportunity, help them to share the opportunity, help them to have an understanding of doing presentations, create a platform where they can have an opportunity to bring people to. You need to make sure that you're teaching them everything that they need to know so that they are able to take their next step, because you want them to move from distributor to manager, from manager to senior manager, from senior manager to qualified senior manager. And if they start moving and growing and sponsoring other people, you're going to start developing directors in your business. And when you start developing directors in your business, it means that you now have what? An opportunity to step up and become a well team member. But let's talk about the nursery. Your nursery is key in your business. It is really, really critical that you work with these people on a regular basis. You need to work with them closely on a regular basis and have events like distributor orientation, making sure that they know what they need to do and help them to grow. But also you need to recognize this group of people on a regular basis. You need to recognize them. Don't wait for the event to recognize them. When you have an opportunity to recognize them, do the recognition. Give them a couple of chores. Give them a couple of things to do so that they can take responsibility as well. And you need to make sure that you empower them as much with skill as possible. And the only time when you have a nursery and then people are stagnant, are not moving, you must understand that they don't have the burning desire like when they started. You need to try and remind them that, hey, you said you wanted to achieve 1, 2, 3 when you started. Can you see where you are? You are not even ready to move up, to step up. How can I help you? And the only thing is, when people become complacent, they're not regular at the meetings, they don't take responsibility, they're not taking the meeting seriously, that is when you start realizing that there's something that is not going on, that's not going right here. It doesn't matter what type of training it is, you need to be there. You need to sacrifice, put other things aside, and come and attend those meetings. Why do you need to attend those meetings? Because there's always going to be something new that you're going to learn. Somebody bought me a book many years ago, probably about 18 years ago. They bought me this book by John Maxwell on leadership. I had no idea what this book meant. I read this book and it didn't make any sense to me. And I just tried to read it and reread it, and then I just gave up. Years went by, sitting there, and then I just, starting to understand things, and I've been learning quite a number of things. I pulled this book, I read it. I couldn't put it down. Because when I was learning or trying to read the book the first time, I was clueless. Sometimes people, when they join the business, it takes time for them to understand the plan. It takes time for them to understand the products. It takes time for them to get going. Don't give up on those people. You need to do follow-ups. You need to do the caring part on a regular basis. Remind them of why they started the business. When you care for people, people will realize why you want to help them, because you care for them. Not because you're putting money ahead or putting your success ahead. You need to start putting their success ahead, and then you will see the results. Work with your nursery on a regular basis very closely. And you need to keep on sponsoring. Sponsoring is oxygen. If you do not sponsor, you will suffocate and die, meaning your business will die. You need to sponsor on a regular basis. As a director, as a well team member, it does not matter. You need to sponsor. But here's the thing. You don't need to sponsor for the sake of sponsoring or just getting people in your team. The people that you sponsor into your team, you need to look after them. You need to make sure that you teach them, you train them, you equip them with as much information and skills as possible so that they can grow in the business. What I've seen sometimes is people will just go and sponsor. And when they sponsor, they do something like this. They just sponsor people, and they just have a flower. They have all of these people around them, and they're excited that they're sponsoring. It's about excitement. People come in, they don't know what to do. Not only they don't know what to do, they become despondent and they get upset, and then they talk badly about our business because somebody didn't take care of them. As a leader, as a sponsor, as a director, as a world team member, if there are people in your team that are coming in, look after them. It doesn't matter how far in your business, in your organization they are. You know what? When they come to you looking for help, you must be there to help them and support them. And I say this because I know sometimes the sponsor will just disappear for no reason, or the sponsor, will see something else and move on. But be there for those people as long as they are in your team. You never know what will happen to those people. In actual fact, Hubert Coetzee is not the actual sponsor of Krishna Dolman. There's somebody else that that really was supposed to be a sponsor of Krishna, but they were not interested and they left. And you know what happened? Hubert took over and helped them. Guess what? She has a president's team member today because somebody threw it away. So it doesn't matter who it is in your business, you need to look after them, because you never know what will happen to their business. That might be your diamond. Remember, you don't find diamonds on the surface. You find them deep underground. And when you do find them, you need to polish them. So what I'm saying is, look after your nursery. The next group of people that you need to look after is your team. When I talk about a team, I'm talking about your directors in your team. You need to empower them. You need to help them. And they need to be running their own little meetings wherever they are. But you need to keep an eye on them and supporting them whichever way that you can support them. And when you do have these people that are working on their own, they're independent, you are giving them independence. You are helping them to become independent and build their own independent, solid business. If you support them to build depth, don't be worried about the cutoff. I know some people are worried about the cutoff. I'm a director and I have a qualified senior manager who's working hard, and I can see that they're going to become a director very soon and they're going to cut off my PV. Don't worry about that. You know why? Because if they're a director, it means that you got the volume. And all what you need to do, go and develop other people around your team, and then it's easy for you to step up. And when you are a director with a director, the focus should not be about you becoming a Sapphire director. The focus should be you helping your downline to be a Sapphire director. Do you know what happens if they become a Sapphire director? You also become a Sapphire director. So help them to become a Sapphire director. When you help them to become a Sapphire director, you have excess or somewhere around about 14, 15,000 PV. I've seen people become a Sapphire director and they only have what? 10,000 points. If you are only gathering 10,000 points with your group, you don't have enough PVs. You need to be earning or getting more than that. You need to be earning or gathering about 12, 15 to 20,000. When you start developing other legs towards your Ruby step, guess what happens? You are now having the volume. So have a Sapphire director in your team. If you're a Sapphire director, before you even think of becoming a Ruby, you need to develop what? A Sapphire director in your team. I'll show you here. I'm just going to try and flip this so that you can see what I want to show. You're a Sapphire director and you have a director here. This person does 5,000, you do 5,000. If this person does 4,000 points, you're not a director. I mean, you're not a Sapphire director. You're not qualified. You need to make sure that you help this person have their own director. They'll become a Sapphire, you're a Sapphire director, but you have how much? 15,000 points. When you start going out and sponsoring or developing other leagues, you've already got 15,000 points. Basically, what I'm trying to say to you, when you are building this business, when you are building a structure, understand that you need to help other people to step up. And even if they pass you, if you're a Sapphire director and you have a Ruby under you, you should be very, very proud. And here's another thing that sometimes people don't understand. The compensation plan pays. It doesn't matter. It pays. If you are a Sapphire director with Rubies, it means that you're going to get leadership development bonus on your first level, second level, and the third level. If you are just a Sapphire director with one director, you're only earning on one director. But if you have more, then you're going to earn on second level. Develop more, you're going to earn on your third level. And that is money, my friend. That is money. And when you start having that growth happening in your team, people understanding the importance of depth, people understanding the importance of developing other people to become directors, it is easy to go to the next level. I'll give you an example. If you are a Sapphire director now and you don't have a Sapphire, you go and you develop a Sapphire director this year. And that Sapphire director goes and develops a Sapphire director, but you move on to develop another leg. And that leg to become a Sapphire director next year, you're going to be having a volume of more than 20,000 points next year, and definitely you're going to be a Ruby. And if you continue to do this, to build your business with honesty, with integrity, with love, helping people to achieve their goals and their dreams, and developing people on a regular basis, whether it is managers, as senior managers, as distributors, any level, develop people always on a regular basis. The incentives are going to kick in. When the incentives kick in, guess what happens? You're going to get money. You're going to step up. But when you step up, you don't step up and stay at one level. You step up and continue to step up and move on the compensation plan, on the ladder. As you move forward, it means that there's a lot of people in your team that are being empowered. And don't worry, even if some of them, they are stepping up at a higher level than you, as long as you are moving. I want to tell you, try to get to a 3 Ruby director level, because at a 3 Ruby director level, you're knocking on president's team, but you get the maximum of the leadership development bonus. You get 644. You get 6% on your first level directors, 4% on your second, and 4% on your third level. And at a 3 Ruby director, the amount of incentives, the amount of privileges, the amount of excitement that you have in your team is just amazing. And I say this because I have seen people who step up and become 3 rubies. Even if before they become president's team members, they are earning just like president's team members. That is a position that I just want to say to all of the people that are in this group. That is a position that I would urge you to try and work towards, because if you work towards that level of 3 ruby, believe you me, there's a lot that you're going to earn. If we talk about security, what do we mean by this? We mean if you build your business, no matter how many legs you've got, if you've built depth in your business, it will stay strong. It's like a tree. If a tree doesn't have strong roots, it's easy for that tree to fall over. But if you have strong roots, solid business with depth, it would mean that your business, when there are challenges, it won't just sway and fall off. It will stay strong and it will stay solid. And if you have a solid business, it would mean that you earn residual income. We're talking about income from everybody in your business. Sometimes you earn money from countries that you've never been to because your business has not been limited. Grace today has people in the Americas, people in Europe, people in Africa. By having that, she is now earning money from other countries. And the same people that she's sponsoring from around the world, they're sponsoring people in Africa, they're sponsoring people in other regions or in other continents. Guess what? They are also earning money from other regions that they've never been to. Now, that would mean that you would earn, let's put it in, let's say in dollars, you could be earning around about, let's say, I'm just thinking if you just earning just all of these monies from around, in South African rands, it could be around about to 50,000, 40 to 50,000 rands that you would be earning. That is good income if you're doing the business part-time. And if you are a retired person at a retirement village or in a little house, you might not even think of living in a little house because of this kind of money that is coming through. People think of retirement at an early age. And when they do have an opportunity to go on retirement, you know what? They don't have enough money to go on retirement. Here's a business that will give you security for a long, long time. Many people today, when they are on retirement, when they have to go for an operation, they need to wait for donations from people around them. They don't have enough money on their savings. If you are on this call and you're doing the business part-time, continue doing this business part-time. And why I urge you to do this business part-time and keep on pushing, because this business will help you to save money. It will help you to make better decisions that will help you in the future. If you're in this business and you are in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, even in your 60s, don't stop. What I've seen for many of the people that are part of Neolife, they don't age because they've got something that they're looking forward to. They're working every day, waking up with a goal. As long as you have a goal to achieve, don't stop. And by the way, if your goal when you started, you wanted to have a car and you've got a car, guess what you want now? You want a house. And when you get a house, you don't want just a normal house. You want just an abnormal house. And when you do get that abnormal house, get what? You're going to want another house, maybe on the beach. Maybe you want a house with the house on top. I don't know. But what I can tell you is this, your dreams won't dry up because this business will help you to dream. And you will travel the world and you will have so much. As long as you have built a solid structure, this business will give you security. It will give you longevity because it will always be there as long as there are people coming into the business. And there will always be people coming into our business. Why? Because Our business is unique. We don't sell clothes, we sell nutrition. Not only nutrition, it's all about relationships that we build with people. We are making friends wherever we go. And those people who become part of Neolife, their lives are transformed, they are changed forever. And they are forever, ever, indebted to you, because you have shown and shared with them something that has changed their lives, transformed them. And they will always go and try and do more to achieve more and get more success. So there's always a reason for people to be part of this business. And guess what? As long as there are people, Neolife is going to be around. And as long as there's a need for nutrition, Neolife is going to be around. Until there's no need for nutrition, which I doubt that will happen, you know what? Neolife is going to be around. And with all of this that I'm saying, there are 5 things that I just want to share lastly with you. All of these things, talking about a business, a strong structure, solid structure, keep on doing the things that you need to do on a regular basis, the training, all of those things. You need to understand that you need to have knowledge. When you train, when you go for training, you must always stay green. You must never know it all. Because when you start knowing it all, you are ripe. But when you're ripe, you rot. You must be careful of that. So even if it's a normal meeting, it's the same kind of meeting, go there so that you can get knowledge, because knowledge is important. Stay green, because when you green, that is when you grow. Inviting. Never, ever stop inviting. Whenever you have an opportunity to invite people. Number 3, showing the opportunity. Show the opportunity to as many people as possible. Don't you stop, because you never know where you will find your diamond. Sharing. Don't keep this to yourself. Share as much information and knowledge as possible. But sharing needs to come from the heart. Needs to come from the heart. You need to have a passion for loving people. You need to care for people. When you have that, it's easy. Things will happen for you. When you attract people, people will come towards you. But when you repel people because of your attitude, because of the way you do things, because you don't love people, guess what? No ways that you're going to see success. People might join your team, but they will run away very quickly when they realize that you don't care about them. Trainings. Do as much trainings as possible, no matter where you are. And as you do all of these things, you become a better leader. And a better leader with a vision. A better leader that knows where he's going. Not that he knows where he's going, not going alone, but going with a lot of people who wants to see success. And as you want to see success, I can tell you that one thing. The best way to see success is to see it with many people. Now, this is a challenge for everybody who's a World Team member. Wherever we go, whatever that we do, you need to duplicate yourself. Simple. If you're a World Team member, you need to have a World Team member in your team. If you're a director, you need to duplicate yourself. Have other directors in your team, because you can't do it alone. You need other people to achieve your dreams. This business can change Africa. This business can change many lives in Africa. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you come from a poor family, poor background, whatever. Here's something that can help you to make a change, to make it or put an end to the past and have a new future. New life is new beginning. New life, that's what it means. It means new beginning. And as I say that it means new beginning, for you who don't really understand this business, I want you to take this business seriously as of today. I want you to go back and look at the things that you do not like, not that you like, that you do not like in your home. And if you do not like the house you live in, the car that you drive, the school that your children go to, the bed that you sleep in, the cutlery that you have in the kitchen, or maybe you do not have a kitchen. The things that you don't like, put them down, jot them down, look at them and see what they are. If you are not happy with the life that you're living, you need to start taking charge of your life today. You can't change the past, but the future, definitely you can change that. You can make a difference. But it's not all about the hype, the excitement, it's about the action. You need to have action. You need to action everything. You can dream, but if you don't wake up, you can't achieve all of your dreams. They will stay a dream. That's all what I can tell you. And I know that this business has helped a lot of people. People have driven cars of their dreams. People have lived in beautiful homes. People have, their children go to better schools, and it's unbelievable. This business, you have people who are second, third, fourth generation doing this business. It's just amazing. There's so many stories that I can tell you. But as long as you understand the importance of doing the basics on a regular basis, doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in Lesotho, whether you are in Botswana, whether you are in Kigali, whether you're in Zambia, or anywhere where there is Neolife or there is no Neolife. As long as you do the basics and you have a heart, this business will give you funny money. This business will take you to places that you have never thought. This business will transform you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope whatever I've shared here with you today will make an impact, will prove that it is possible in your business. That is all what I wanted to share with you. And thank you very much for listening to me, and all of the best for the month of October, and God bless. Thank you very much, Grace.
Wow, wow, wow. That was great. Thank you so much, Brandon. I'm amazed as how you brought it out, the power in building a strong structure. For me, I know I've gone through this training, but today is brand new. And I want to say in this call that as a distributor, you challenged me when I came for the Ruby orientation. You looked at my structure, and things were not working well that time. So we have seasons, and you told me what I need to do, and you challenged me. And I'm also very happy. Every small step that I've made towards the right direction, I've seen you encouraging me, and you have that heart for every distributor. I must say on this call, you've seen there a lot of love around East Africa, because tonight here we have Tanzania, we have Kenya, we have Botswana, we have USA, UK, and so many other people, because they saw the speaker and it was powerful. And your call for action, you've told us to take action. And I can say that every sentence you are saying was coming out alive, especially building deep. I've come to see that it is really necessary, and just talking to the next person. And thank you for taking your time to encourage us and to tell us the real action. And especially when you brought out the power in between Mike and to where I am, I was like, wow. There's no business like Neolife. We need to stay. We need to be patient. So thank you so much for the love you have for Kenya. And thank you for honoring my invite and the invite for our team. We really feel honored, and we feel that we are part of the big South African team. And I want to say God bless you so, so much. And the leaders on this call, I also want to appreciate our Director of Sales, Paul Mwato, who was always supported us on this call. Thank you so, so much, Paul. I've seen our Director of Distributor Relations, Fred Garcia. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much even for our President team members who are here, and our leaders across East Africa. Thank you, Brandon. You can see the love, you can see the power, and people are really waiting for you. And the message is right home in our hearts. We need to build deep. We need to take care of people. And you've said it all. God bless you so, so much. And I'm very grateful on behalf of our team. We shall be calling you more and more. Thank you so much. And I want to wish everyone here a good evening, a good night, a good day, wherever you are across the world. Thank you so, so much. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Whatever.